Hi guys, thanks for joining me for tonight's pick a pile. It's the harvest moon tonight. I'm super excited for this one because anybody with spiritual gifts would know that they heighten around the full moon. So my readings always get like really good around the full moon. So I'm really excited to bring this one to you guys. It is getting a little late where I am, so I'm getting a little bit tired. So my voice is also getting a little bit tired, but I'm very determined to push through for this one. So we had an emoji as the thing to choose from this week. So we had a meteor or a comet. We had the planet Saturn was the next one. And then the third one to choose from was the lightning bolt. So don't forget guys, these are general messages. So just take which pieces resonate for you and leave the rest. Genders and roles can be switched if you need to, if that's how it resonates for you. And just don't forget that time is fluid. So these messages can resonate for different people at slightly different times. So just keep that in mind. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. So we'll get into pile one. So if you guys chose the comet, we'll get into your reading. So first I've pre-shuffled a few cards. We've got a couple of Moonology cards for the overall energy that's coming in as a result of this full moon. So we have got luck is on your side and the energy is gaining momentum. And then from the spirit animal deck, we've got honeybee, divine feminine. You are being called on to rise. Interesting. So this pile would definitely be for those that are on their divine feminine path. So if you're a masculine and you've chosen this pile, I would reselect and pick another pile, because to get the divine feminine card and to be saying you are being called on to rise, this is definitely a reading for the feminines. Okay, so let's just go straight into some tarot. And we'll find out what's going on. So what is the harvest moon bringing in for my pile ones, those who chose the meteor? I think I call it something different every time I say it, to be honest. All right, what's coming for pile one? What do we need to know? Okay, so first of all, we have got Two of Wands coming out. The Two of Wands is all about like pathways. So usually, so this can sometimes mean that one path's been blocked and you need to choose another, or you're trying to decide between two paths. Okay, then we've got the King of Cups and we've got the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is like a card about sort of family fulfillment. It's like a very powerful family, like a dynasty, a legacy. And the King of Cups is very emotionally mature, you know, comfortable with being sort of vulnerable, very balanced and peaceful, very intuitive, got a lot of love to give, like very compassionate. So I almost feel as though this is like trying to decide. So for some of you, you might be trying to decide between who is going to bring you fulfillment. So as in you might have options. But the other thing is kind of just deciding whether you want to let this person in or not. So if you're, for argument's sake, if you're a divine feminine and you are doing your thing, you know, you're working on your career, your finances, your stability, your growth, and all of that kind of stuff, you might just be trying to decide whether you want to go down the road of letting somebody in or not. But then for some of you, you could be trying to literally decide between people. Just because of this Two of Wands card, because he does have two rods in his hand and he's kind of like a little bit torn. This person in this cave here, he is from, I think it's the Hierophant card, which is like a very spiritual card. So I almost feel like perhaps there's like a spiritual pull down one certain path for whoever that resonates for. But like we had at the beginning with the Moonology cards, luck is on your side and the energy is gaining momentum. So I do feel as though I also just noticed that there's an arrow pointing right into this moon, and I just heard Cupid's arrow. So I definitely feel like for you guys, this harvest moon is bringing in more love into your life. So even if you're already with somebody, I think that there's going to be like expansion in the sense of a high level of commitment, or just like opening up more and being more vulnerable, or getting a little bit deeper in the emotions, or expanding the family or marriage or engagement. There's some sort of like growth in your love life. But why do we have this Two of What's this first of all? Temperance. This is definitely very much a card that you would expect to come out in Libra season, because it's a very balanced card. I'm not sure if it's linked to Libra or not. I don't really pay a heap of attention to which signs are linked with which cards. I just know that like which suits are linked to which elements. So I just feel as though, yeah, like your romantic life is about to start balancing out. Perhaps you've been quite patient. If things haven't been, like if you've been going through a turbulent time, if you're already in a connection, then you've been quite patient through this and you're about to be rewarded. Or otherwise, you know, you've just been patient and you've been filling your own cup, you've been working on yourself, you've been working on your abundance, and then this is your reward for being this patient and for doing all that inner work, is that this relationship is going to come into your life. But I do want to try to clarify why we've got the Two of Wands here, please. I just heard new path. So maybe this is less of a choice between paths and just more a new path opening up for you. So if your focus has been elsewhere and you've been focused like a lot on yourself and your inner growth, and your stability and your foundation, then this is just like a new path that's going to, I don't know, sort of shift your attention to something else as well. We've got the Ten of Swords coming out with the Two of Wands when I was clarifying. It did come out in reverse. I almost feel as though perhaps some of you have been, or perhaps some of you have some trust issues around this. So like if you've been hurt in the past, or you've been betrayed in the past, or if you've been through some painful endings, that's in the back of your mind while you're trying to decide about this person or about this potential. So that's why the Two of Wands has come up, because you're just a little bit unsure about how genuine this offer is that when it comes in. Okay, so what else do we have for those that picked the meteor pile? What's coming as a result of the harvest moon? Five of Cups. So this could definitely be, so for some of you, you're already connected with this person and you've definitely been going through some turbulent times. And for some of you, this could be someone from your past, because we do have the Five of Cups here. And in this particular card, like there's one cup still left standing and intact, but there's 4 cups spilt all over the floor, and there's someone running out the door in the back. And this card just always screams to me that someone came in with a whole lot of promises and then caused like a big mess, and then they've just ran. So whether they've just like, when someone's ghosted or someone's you know, made all these promises about change or commitment or something, and then for whatever reason they've had to run, and then they've left you picking up the pieces and cleaning up the mess. Okay, we've got the Nine of Pentacles and we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So I almost feel like this person, they've really been working on their independence and their stability. Like, this person's by himself, but he's very stable and he's got a lot of stability around him, and he's got a good foundation for himself. And he kind of, to me, looks like he's, I don't know, like he's standing there kind of, he's a little bit shy or reserved, but he's kind of like, I kind of want to share this now. That's the energy that I get from that card. And then the Wheel of Fortune is movement. So there's definitely movement in this situation, whether that's them moving towards you or coming in asking to move forwards together. The Lovers. Someone's going to ask to move forwards together with you. The Lovers can also be a very, very deep level of connection, like a soulmate connection. It's come right underneath the Ten of Pentacles, so I'm definitely picking up it's either like twin flame or very, very high level soulmate, someone that you've had past lives with, someone that you're going to have a very rewarding life with and build a very stable but very abundant home life together. The Ten of Pentacles is, although it's like family and abundance, it's also like two people that can build a lot together, two people that can work very well together. And it's something very grounded. There's a lot of cards there. I'll just take the World. So this was the top one. The World is, especially in this card, I see this card as like a completion card. You've got the snake going around these two people, and then it's attached at its other end. Why did that sound so weird to say? But yeah, it's like a union coming together, completion. Sometimes it can indicate that it's two people that are in different parts of the world from each other. And sometimes it can mean that there's travel around the world coming together. Perhaps it means that you might travel together. But that again is a very strong worldly connection card. It's also got all four of the elements around it. So I almost feel as though it's a very well balanced connection. The Three of Wands. This is someone that it's like you don't have to pretend to be someone you're not around this person. You're very comfortable around each other, very, very stable. But in this particular deck, in the imagery, I do see this as someone coming in to beg for some time or beg for a chance. Just because of the way that they are pictured just there. What else do we have coming from the Harvest Moon tonight for the group ones? So if you're watching on Instagram, guys, the video is just about to cut out. The extended version will be available on my YouTube channel, so just check that out if you would like to see the rest of your reading. Otherwise, take care, and for everybody else that's watching, we will continue. I'll take them. Okay, yeah, so we've got the Death card, the Three of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So for those that have someone from the past returning, this person has gone through like a transformation, an ego death type thing. But for some of them, I am kind of getting the vibe that perhaps they had a third party situation of some kind that they've had to end. And although in this card it's a person is the third party, the person can represent anything that was getting in the way. So in the imagery, yeah, it's a person, but like in real life, it could be like if they were, a workaholic, if they were choosing friends over you, choosing family, anything that was driving a wedge between the two of you is a third party situation. So that had to come to an end. That had to be, dead. That had to be put to bed. And now this person is coming in with this passionate new offer, and they've got the world in their hand ready to give it to you. But the Ace of Wands isn't the most stable of offers. It is very passionate, yes, so this person's got a lot of passion for you. They've got a lot of desire and a lot of attraction. With the King of Cups up here, that is also a lot of emotion, but this new beginning, some of you, it's going to be different for everybody. Like I said, it's a general reading, so I feel like it's going to be a little bit different for everybody because I'm getting pulled back and forth between like what I want to say. So 1 minute I want to say I'm not trusting it. They might not be ready yet, so they might come in and then they might leave again. But then I get tugged back in the other direction and I get drawn to the cards above the Ace of Wands, and I feel the other way. I feel like it is stable, it is trustworthy. So you're going to have to use your own tuition, I definitely feel, with this one. We've got the Devil. Okay, yeah. So for some of you, this offer that's coming in is really just based on like lust and passion. And although I feel as though this person probably does really like you, or they do have a lot of love or whatever, however it resonates for you, I do feel like their feelings are true, but I just feel like this person hasn't fully come out of the ego yet. And although their intentions might be good when they come in, I just don't know how deep those intentions are rooted within them. We'll get one more from this deck and then do we want to get any more, or is that where I'm going to leave it? One more for group one, please. One more for the medial pile. The Knight of Swords. Okay, so the Knight of Swords is someone quick moving, a little bit impulsive, but someone that's ready to have a chat. Someone that's ready to come in and fight for what they believe in. Kind of like someone very bold and driven, but they're far from a king yet. So like the king is very aware and intelligent and what's the word I'm looking for? Like they can speak the truth with integrity and meaning, and they're honest and direct and spiritual, but then the Knight is not that mature yet. Like, their thoughts and their actions may not quite align with each other, is kind of what I want to say there. So I'm actually going to leave that pile there. I was going to flick over to a different deck and pull some other cards to try and get some other information in other areas of your life. But I did leave this open to spirit. So I do feel like with this moon, for this pile, this is what the moon is bringing for you. I don't really feel like I want to dig into anything else. I feel like the other piles might get a bit more of a variety. I don't know. If you do feel, if you picked this pile and you do feel drawn to another pile, I haven't done those piles yet, but definitely check them out because there might be other messages related to something different. And this might kind of just be like your romance sector, and that might have a few messages for something else. But otherwise, I genuinely think that for group one, if you picked this pile and if you resonate with this pile, obviously, I do think that that's what the harvest moon is bringing to fruition for you. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, definitely let me know in the comments how it resonated for you. I do hope to see you guys in another video soon. So until next time, take care. Bye-bye. Hello pile 2, thank you for joining me. Welcome to your reading for the harvest full moon. Okay, so first of all, for the moon energy for you guys, this harvest moon is going to bring in a time for you to take time to breathe out. I almost feel as though that's like getting an inner balance, an inner calm, and just sort of leveling out altogether. For the spirit animal messages, we've got the panda and the dolphin. Okay, so I was just talking about, I feel like this is balance. The panda's card is balance. It says, ask how to bring balance to the situation and into your heart. So I feel as though if you resonate with this pile, you'll know what the situation is. It's probably something that's on your mind. So you need to figure out how to bring balance to this situation and how to bring balance to your heart. The dolphin message is Atlantis. Healing wisdom is surfacing. Stop and listen. Okay. So this pile could definitely have a connection with the Atlantis period. So perhaps you lived during that time in a past life. But this is really about possessing healing gifts that you might be out of touch with, that are trying to kind of be rebirthed. And this is about kind of taking the time to stop and listen to your body, get in touch with your intuition, meditate, ground, really cleanse your inner space to allow these gifts to actually be discovered. The moon card, taking time to breathe out, that's definitely like dropping into that heart space, concentrating on the breath, getting into that nice calm state of being to figure out what these gifts are that are trying to surface. The other way to take it is with healing wisdom is surfacing. It could be that like you're in a very strong connection with your higher self at the moment, and your higher self is kind of giving you the wisdom on how you can lead your way through a situation that you are trying to heal from. And your higher self is kind of giving you the wisdom on how to overcome this and how to heal. Sometimes there's actually, so like, it took me a long time to even know what was going on, but a lot of people are actually in communication with their higher self all the time. But because it comes through as a thought, it's very hard to differentiate when it's coming from your higher self or when you're just thinking your own thoughts. But sometimes you need to stop and think like, oh, where do these thoughts come from? Because sometimes it is your higher self bringing you wisdom or knowledge or guidance that's very crucial to your journey. Journaling can be very handy because of that exact reason, like jotting down these thoughts that pop up into your head. Okay, so now that we've had a few shuffles, we are asking for group 2, the Saturn pile. What is the harvest moon bringing? Wow, that was shocking. My channel is very, very, very wide open. I don't know if you watched the beginning of the session, but around the full moon, spiritual gifts really peak, and I feel so much in the 5D right now, it's not even funny. Okay, so what is the harvest moon? I was just about to say, what is the 5D? What is the harvest moon bringing for pile 2, please? We've got the 3 of emotions coming up first, and excuse me, getting quite tired. The 3 of emotions in this deck, I really see this as tending to your own needs, self-care, watering your garden, filling your cup. In the standard tarot deck, the 3 of emotions can indicate friendships and joy, celebrations, siblings. But I generally see that one in this deck as self-love, self-care, connection with your inner self. So I definitely feel, so this harvest moon, although it's a full moon or a full harvest moon in Aries, it is in Libra, and Libra season is all about balance. So for you guys, I feel like your key theme for the next, for the period following the harvest moon is all going to be about balance. And that's probably going to carry on through, through October, throughout Libra season as well. 2 of emotions. So this is a card about relationships of all kinds. But either way, it's something that's a very mutual relationship. It's a very balanced, even give and receive. Very mutual. Sometimes it can be a creative collaboration. So someone that you work with or you build something with. In this card, I'm just being drawn to the fact that these 2 people have eyes on each other, and there's all these other fish around with their eyes on them, but they just don't even notice because they're so focused on each other. So I feel like there could be option. If this is to do with a romantic connection, then there's definitely other options or distractions, but the focus is just like your eyes are closed to all these other people. We do have the Death card coming out. Maybe you guys are healing from this connection. Maybe this connection has ended and you are healing from this connection. Let's get some more cards quickly. The Knight of Inspiration and the Muse of Materials. Okay. Sorry for the massive pause. I'm just allowing this one to come in because it's quite a different... Okay. So this storyline that's coming through to me at the moment is a relationship is coming closer together because someone is putting an end to some of this behavior. The Knight of Inspiration is a bit of like a player energy, someone who's very impulsive and takes a lot of risks. It can mean that they're a fire sign, it doesn't have to be. But yeah, it's someone that doesn't fully think things through all the time. Like they're more about taking action and thinking about it later. But then to have the Muse of Materials come out after that, that's a very, very grounded and stable, mature card. So if someone's ended that previous energy they've grown into this mature energy, then they could definitely be sort of coming back looking for another chance, or this could be the connection that's deepening. And then, so that's just like a side kind of side story, I suppose. Then for others of you, you're healing from this relationship that did end. You're healing from something that was very deep, focusing more on your own cup, focus on your own needs, and kind of working on building your stability and your like an independent foundation for yourself. The Knight of Inspiration in that case can really represent an energy where you are ready to start taking risks, you know, in your material world, like your work life, your home life, your financial life. You're ready to start taking risks. You're ready to start, you know, charging ahead, taking action towards your dreams, your creative ideas, your inspirations, your passions, and you really want to grow them into something strong, sturdy, and stable for yourself. So it does seem like perhaps at the moment, like this moon's going to bring in this energy where you need to heal. You need to heal that heart space. You need to bring balance back into your external and internal worlds in order to do this part of the healing. And then that's what's really going to help you get that motivation to really start to focus on your career or your foundation. And then actually we've got the Ace of Inspiration and the Muse of Voices. So the Ace of Inspiration is like creative and passionate new beginnings. So this could definitely be like something that you're very passionate about. An idea comes to you when you're in this balanced and receptive state. And with the Muse of Voices, that could strongly indicate that it's a part of your truth. It's a part of your purpose. It's a part of your spiritual truth is a better way to put it. Because the King or the Muse of Voices, they're very intuitive. They speak their truth. They're leaders. They're, you know, yeah, the energy that embodies is like it's in alignment with who you're meant to be. You may have even already had this new idea and you're just trying to get like the confidence and the motivation behind you to go for it. And the more that you heal and the more you bring that into balance, the more that you get into that energy where you're ready to go for it and take that risk. The Page of Inspiration. So yeah, that's the early ideas of like a new creation, like flirting with new ideas, you know, brainstorming, thinking about the future, yeah, it's kind of like the early stages of something new. We've got a few animals coming out, so I don't know if some of you it's to do with animals. I just felt really pulled to mention that. So if it's to do with animals, this is definitely your reading. Doesn't have to be though, so that could just resonate for like one person really. Okay, so we do have the Hermit coming out. We've got the Awakening card. And I don't think I want to take these ones that were there. Okay, so the Hermit and the Awakening. So, yeah, strongly getting the vibe that this pile has been in Hermit mode and going through this awakening stage, or that's what you're about to do. Healing from this relationship that was really, really deep that ended, and switching your focus to your independence, your foundation, sort of flirting with these new ideas and creative ideas that are coming up, things that you're really quite passionate about, or perhaps you're just kind of brainstorming to figure out where your passions lie, what your purpose is. And yeah, definitely going through that awakening period. Perhaps while you're in hermit mode doing your reflection, like some sort of guidance or intuitive message comes through. If you are watching on Instagram, guys, this reading is about to cut off because it's only 15 minutes on Instagram. If you do, or if you are enjoying it, please click over to YouTube. That's being uploaded as well onto there, and it's a little bit longer because I don't have to stick to a certain amount of time. So see you there if you are flicking over, and for everybody else, we'll continue. Okay, yeah, so definitely awakening, and I think definitely trying to figure out what your purpose is in this lifetime. You could be going into that reflective mode sort of now, trying to get down to the nitty-gritty of this, realizing that there's more to life, getting in touch with these gifts of yours. As I said, some of you might be healers, or some of you just might be very intuitive. Okay, so what else do we have for the Saturn pile coming up? 10 of Materials. So this is a very abundant home life, very successful, like wealthy, someone who gives and receives. It can also be a card about family and having a very abundant family life, but for this reading I'm picking up, it's more like the community that you're choosing to surround yourself with, you know, your soul tribe. I feel like that's bringing you abundance. The independence you're building yourself is bringing you abundance, and I feel like your purpose, once, if you have already discovered that and you're working on it, or if you haven't quite discovered it yet, I do feel like that's going to bring you a lot of fulfillment in that area of life too. We've got the Queen of Emotions. So I feel like this is your energy, viewer, regardless of gender. This is about someone that's healing, someone that's filling their cup, someone that's nurturing themselves, opening up in that heart space, working back on their vulnerability, balancing their feminine side. Someone that's very, you know, nurturing, someone very, I want to say, sorry, I'm just itching my foot. Not that you really need to know that. Someone that has no problem like expressing love. So I feel like this is something that you will start to work on as well. Someone that's just trying to balance that side out. Perhaps if you've been quite closed off and quite hurt because of what you're healing from, then you're going to work on opening back up in your emotions again. Okay, let's see. I'll take the one that flipped all the way down here because it flew down there. It's the Eight of Emotions. Yeah, so that's to come out right after that. Yeah, this is about facing those hidden emotions that you've been pushing down, acknowledging those wounds, healing those wounds, choosing better for yourself. Yeah, that pretty much covers it. Really digging deep into these things that have hurt you. We've got quite a lot there, so I'm just going to put them back. I'm going to reshuffle and just ask that Spirit gives us the most important ones, because I do want to try to keep these ones to about 20 minutes each if I can. Any final messages? We've got the Three of Voices and the Priestess. So the Priestess is someone that's very intuitive. She is quite mysterious. Sometimes she can come off a little like unemotional or intimidating because of her intuition and because of her like intelligence almost. But the truth is that she's just quite a guarded being. But I feel like perhaps coming out with the Three of Voices, I feel like, you know, that cold, or not cold exterior, I wouldn't say cold, I want to say reserved or guarded exterior is only because of what you have been through that's left you in such dark places before. I feel like this is always in the back of your mind somewhere, and you just have issues opening up and, you know, showing that softer side to people. So that's regardless of gender again. Even though I'm saying she and I'm talking about the Priestess, this can be, like, that's just the energy of the card. It can be male or female in that energy. The way that she's holding the moon here, for this pile in particular, I feel like this is a very intuitive time for you. So really be looking out for signs, synchronicities, paying attention to your dreams, your thoughts. I'm just looking for any messages that are coming through from your higher self or from your spirit guides. And perhaps use this full moon. The full moon energy lasts for a few days, like a couple of days either side of the full moon. So really use this full moon to kind of do some release work. Release what no longer serves you, and then set some intentions on what you want to attract, what you want to achieve. We'll get one more. The Six of Materials. So basically I feel like this is really about saying, in order to keep that balance that you need, if you need to ask for help from those around you, that's okay. So there could be some maybe helpful advice to be received. If you're struggling emotionally, just turn to people that mean a lot to you. Don't feel like you have to do it all on your own. But ultimately, I do feel like the give and receive in your life in general is just about to start to increase. So like where you're investing, you're about to start seeing results and returns of that energy. I'm going to leave that reading there. I feel pretty cool to stop it right there actually. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and comment if you did. Let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you want to be alerted of future uploads. I hope to see you in another video. Until then, goodbye, take care, stay safe. Thank you for joining me. Bye. Hi Pile 3, thank you for joining me for tonight's Harvest Full Moon reading. So you guys chose the lightning bolt emoji, and if you did choose that, we'll go into your reading right now. It's very late, I'm very tired, my voice is very tired, but I'm going to get through this. All right, so overall energy that's coming through. Interestingly enough, we've got the new moon in Aries card. It is a full moon tonight in Aries. And this card is about taking action. It's time to take action. Sorry, I'm just going to get rid of that in case it upsets the recording. And your card for this harvest moon is your spirit animal card for this harvest moon is the flamingo. So this card says unity heart. You are being called to work on collective healing. This could definitely be a pile for light workers. Collective healing is like the healing of the collective energy. And healing the collective energy just means spreading your light to every individual that you cross paths with, and just trying to put a little bit of a spark in every person's day that you meet, or just share a bit of kindness with everybody, just to try to raise that vibration. You know, healers can be working on collective healing, because for every individual that they heal or help, that's, you know, a slight lift in the collective energy. But then I even also see, you know, working on yourself is also working on collective healing, because, you know, every single person here is a part of the collective. So for every single person that engages in their healing work, that is helping the collective heal as well. So first, I haven't done this for the other piles, but I kind of just want to grab a couple of these, what is this deck called? Sacred Spirit, I think. Don't quote me. Let's just grab one even. One card for group 3. No, not that many. Whenever, oh, seriously, again? No, come on, we really just want one, please. These cards, usually I get a lot of information even just out of one of these cards. So I really don't want to get 3 or I'll be here all night. But I feel like there's a message in here for group 3. So let's just try to get one message. Okay, here we go. Excuse me. Living light energy, seeing the beauty in life. Oh my Lord. I just said that I feel like this pile could be for the light workers, and that is like a confirmation. Living light energy, seeing the beauty in life, choosing the light, choosing to find light in as many moments of every day as you can. Okay, so let's pop those ones back. Let's go into, let's go the Mythic Tarot again, I think. I kind of am being pulled to the Akashic Tarot, but I'm not super 100% familiar with it yet, because it is quite different to the other decks. And because I'm recording, like, if I don't know, like some of the cards in there have very specific meanings that I'm still learning. And so I don't want to get a card that I don't know, and then I have to go to the book and waste time, waste your time, waste my time. If I get to the end and I feel really, really tugged at it, I will go into it. Okay, so for the lightning bolt pile, what is coming as a result of this harvest moon? So first up, we've got the King of Pentacles. Also, in general readings and pick cards, I generally don't really take reverses very often unless I feel really pulled to. So first we've got the King of Pentacles. So this is about stability, you know, maturity, someone who has an equal give and receive, someone grounded and stable, someone successful, someone that can provide, someone that is practical. And then we've got the Six of Wands. This is a card about victory. So either someone's had victory getting into that King of Pentacles energy, or someone in that energy has just had a victory that they're very, very proud of. Can you tell us some more about this, please? Eight of Pentacles. So someone's been really like working on their their money, their prosperity, their independence, their success, trying to master a craft, becoming an expert in whatever it is that they do. So perhaps some of you are like building something new, like something that hasn't been done before, a business of your own, and you're working on mastering that, and you're getting yourself into that King of Pentacles because you've just had some victory in that situation. We've got Strength and we've got Six of Cups. So, the Six of Cups is about like past memories, nostalgic memory, like nostalgia. And then you've got the Strength card. So I feel as though, so again with this pile, some of you might be working on building your strength that got a little bit beat down from a relationship from the past, or some of you are like looking back at the past, maybe now that some of you are in that, you know, that victorious, proud, strong energy, you're looking back at something from the past with nostalgia. Perhaps you're thinking about something you could have done differently, or you know, you could be looking back at the past with any type of emotion. It could be with regret, it could be with guilt, it could be with shame, it could be with love. But coming out with the Strength card, maybe when you weren't in your strength, you couldn't see the value of whatever this was at the time, and now you can see its value because you're in your King energy. Or perhaps you're trying to build the strength to reach out to someone from your past, or from someone, this could be recent or long-term past, like I have said before, time's fluid. Time is 3D, tarot is not so much. But yeah, so some of you, because as I said, the Six of Cups can be about reaching out to someone as well. It could be someone that's at a distance because she is on a rock and there's water, so it could be like someone that's quite far away. Doesn't have to be. We've got the Seven of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. The Seven of Cups is a card about manifesting, daydreaming. So if this is the scenario where you're building the strength to reach out to someone, it seems like you're manifesting, whether it's intentional or unintentional. You or someone that's into you is manifesting an offer or an opportunity or something, because basically you can manifest unintentionally, because when you are thinking, you're manifesting. So if you're heavily thinking about someone, you're manifesting them into your life. So it's almost as though someone's manifesting an offer, whether it's manifesting an offer from yourself to someone else, or manifesting an offer from someone else to you, or they are manifesting their own offer to bring to you, however it resonates. That's the vibe that I'm getting. But the Page of Pentacles, he is someone that is like, he's trying to decide where to invest his time and his energy, but he's holding his time and energy very close to his chest. He's not really quite sure whether he wants to do that just yet. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so the Page has leveled up to the Knight. The good thing about the Knight is that he's ready to present the offer and he's ready to grow. He's ready to build. He's ready to invest in the future. The Page is still just trying to decide, but the Knight, he's ready to give it, you know, he's ready to put the work in and he's ready to begin. I do almost feel called to say that if some of you are looking back at the past, the universe is trying to tell you to let go because it's bringing you a new cup, and it's saying, look, like you're busy looking down here, but look up here at this 7th cup. And so this is what's going to grow into the King of Pentacles / 6 of Wands, that victorious, very stable energy. This is where the person is right now. They've just gone from the Page to the Knight. It does seem as though they're on the way. So this could be either way, like whether this is you on your way to a person or them on the way to you. It's like someone's gaining strength or they've gotten into their strength. They're ready to take action, coming back up to this card up here. You know, they're in their light. They're seeing the beauty in life. They're seeing the beauty in other people around them. Working on their healing. Mastering their craft. Perfecting their little world. Gaining the strength. Manifesting this new opportunity. And then here the opportunity comes. It's ready. Guys, if you are watching on Instagram at 15 minutes, this video will cut off. So if you are enjoying it, please flick over to YouTube. It'll be uploaded on there as well, where it's not limited to 15 minutes per pile. So I have tried to get them up to around about 20 minutes. So there is another 5 or so minutes at the end if you're interested. And for those that are watching on YouTube, we'll just keep continuing straight through. So we just had one flip. Look at that, the Queen of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles is literally on his way to the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands could be a fire sign, doesn't have to be. But this is someone very attractive, desirable, passionate. She's independent, she's successful. Yeah, so the Knight, basically, if you're watching this and you're the Knight, then that's who you're moving towards, is that Queen of Wands energy. Or if you're not the one making the offer, then you could be the one on the receiving end, and that's your energy. Someone who's like a real, I want to say boss bitch. All right, we've got the Eight of Swords. So it seems like the reason this person is in the Page at the moment and not quite reaching to the Knight is because they are a little bit trapped in their own head. I view this card as though this person's put a wall of swords around him and now he feels trapped, but he's the one that put those swords there. So it's like a guarded energy because of irrational fears probably lingering from the past, because these figures that he is kind of trying to defend himself from, they look a little bit, you know, unrealistic, irrational. So someone definitely needs to free themselves of something from the past that's got a hold over them or you, whoever it resonates for. This could be part of the healing that's required. Oh, I don't want to take any of those. What else is the Harvest Moon bringing for pile 3? The Lightning Rod pile. And that one wanted to come out too. Oh, the Ten of Cups and the Lovers has just come out at the end. So I definitely see whichever person is struggling with these fears and anxieties, I see this being overcome. I see this being healed. I see this person stepping completely into their light. And I see a very, very deep, romantic, strong, mutual connection being developed. And this is a soulmate twin flame relationship. And this level of relationship is something that heals the collective, because the natural vibration of this relationship lifts that of others around them, even without trying. You know, if you have ever seen like a really pure love and you watch two people together, anybody with a heart naturally kind of smiles in response to that, and your vibration is lifted because it brings a little bit of love into your heart. And that's literally like the way these relationships work, is that they're so beautiful that it just lifts the vibration of other people effortlessly. It lifts those around them, it inspires people, it makes them believe in love if they don't believe in love. And it just naturally has this healing effect. Seven of Pentacles and Page of Cups. So this is like, both of these cards to me are like pausing and reflecting on your progress and then like what next. You know, in this one, they're having a look to see what they've built, and then they're pausing to see where they want to put their next investment. What do I want to do next? Where do I want to put this next coin? The Page of Cups is like looking at his emotional cup, and he's like, okay, where do I need to heal? What have I got to give? What have I got to give? How do I feel? What have I got to offer? So I feel like that's what's kind of going on at the moment, but then that's where it's going to lead to, is that real utter fulfillment. So in a nutshell, this pile, I definitely feel like you are achieving like a new level of success in your career, or a newfound stability. Something where you have really been, something you've been working very hard on has kind of paid off, getting into your strength, and kind of preparing or receiving an offer from your soulmate or your twin flame, and then engaging in that collective healing work. Even if it's not intentional work, it's still going to be work that is carried out. Let's grab a couple of Work Your Light messages to finish off, just because you did get So many light worker things. So we got get grounded, empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So you guys definitely will be needing to ground. You're coming through as intuitives, you're coming through as empaths. Not surprised considering it's the light worker pile. The age of light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. So this is like all your past lives have been leading you to this life. This connection that you're entering is definitely someone that you've been with many lifetimes before. And the more grounded you are, the more it'll be able to come to fruition. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. I don't even really need to expand on that. That's just really about as a result of all of the healing that has been taking place and that is going to take place. You know, things are changing at a cellular level. You know, your DNA is upgrading, your light body's upgrading, your gifts are upgrading, everything's expanding, and you're just going through an utter transformation, pile 3. All right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope this resonated for you. Please like and comment if it did resonate for you. Let me know how. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to be notified for future uploads. Until the next video, I hope everybody stays well, stay safe. Thank you again. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.